Deviled eggs are my wife's all-time favorite. Today we switched it up. We did smoked deviled eggs. Let's go. Smoked deviled eggs has been on my bucket list for a while. You guys might know that my wife films behind the camera. She's the one that does all the ums. What you don't know is she is probably one of the biggest connoisseurs when it comes to deviled eggs. There are certain things that leave a family function to go home in to-go boxes. And there's other things that always tend to find their way here or never leaves the house. And deviled eggs is one of them. Whatever's left, she calls dibs on. So this is for her. I've looked online to try to get some background, and it seemed like there's a kind of like a unique process to doing this that all kind of rhymes together. I'm gonna buck the system for my first go. I know it sounds crazy, but in my mind, I'm just being mean-headed. Maybe that's not the word, but I've got an idea in mind, and I think it should work. The original concepts that I see online is smoke about 325 to 350 degrees. There's other concepts where you boil the eggs first, peel them, and then put the whites, or the whole eggs, on the smoker and then smoke them that way. When you're talking about pellet grilling, I feel like you're not maximizing the pellet flavor opportunity at 320 or 325. So let's back that temperature down. Let's back it down to like 250. Let's smoke them for maybe 2 hours. That smoke will penetrate the eggshell. And here's the kicker. We all know that we love our smoked cream cheese and dips, you name it, right? So I'm gonna add a half a block of smoked cream cheese to our deviled egg mix and see if we can't knock these out of the park.
Yes.
Yeah.
I probably will eat the whole dozen.
Stinky, stinky. All right, using the Traeger Woodridge Elite. I know it sounds crazy, but all you're gonna do is place the eggs, separate them, and give them about 2 hours. Once our eggs are on, we're gonna add that cream cheese right there. We're gonna let it smoke for 1 hour. I'll show you what we're gonna do after that. Oh yeah, eggs are looking good. All right, 1 hour later, pull that cream cheese off, see the smoke around it. And when you're smoking stuff, especially cheese, they always say like plastic wrap it for a few weeks because it helps absorb all that smoke. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plastic wrap it and let it kind of like do its thing. 2 hours later, we got an ice bath, and we're just going to break every single one of these before we put it in there. I've actually heard this is a fantastic way for people to consistently get really good, quote unquote, hard-boiled eggs. First time ever doing it, so we'll try it out.
They smell smoky?
Smell like smoke. All right. About 15, 20 minutes later, should, yep. See how the eggs is smoky? I knew the, what do you call it? I knew that smoke would penetrate the egg.
Looks perfect.
They're cooked all the way through. So I'm just gonna take the yolk out. And I'm gonna get the rest of these knocked out. If I have any problems, I'll let you know, but it should be pretty easy. We have the yolks taken out. Remember, this recipe will be on pelletsandpits.com, so it's not a big deal if you can't follow along right now. We have our smoked cream cheese, mayonnaise, a little Dijon mustard. If you really want to make these spicy, you can use like fresh jalapenos. You can actually smoke jalapenos while you're smoking your eggs. You can, dice that up. You can use like pickled jalapenos, salt, pepper, relish, and we're just going to mix this up. And once you're done with your mix, just set it to the side. When it comes to piping or filling options, piping bag with any type of tip you want, you probably need to, if you want to buy something brand new and you're not familiar with it, get a tip like this that's open because you're going to have the relish to come through there. It's probably pretty popular right there, the star tip. You'd probably want to stay away from tips that are this small, anything like that, because the relish has a hard time going through there. So use your larger tips. You can always do that. You can actually take wax paper. There's plenty tutorials online where you can create like a rectangle, fold it over each other, and then fold it into a triangle. And then you have yourself like a disposable style piping bag. We use that in the Navy a lot. spoon method. You just spoon it in there because you really don't care. That's kind of how we do it. And then there's also the Ziploc bag method. Put a tip in there, cut the corner, and then you can use it as a piping bag. And when you're done, you can throw this away as well. We might do this. I think more people would be more advantageous to use this.
It'll be prettier.
We'll try it out. Before I use that piping bag, I just want to show you really quick. You can also take your spoons, a little fancy thing called a Cornell, and you're basically just trying to even out the edges. Put this right in one of them, and then there you go. Okay, here, find your tip. Snip the tip, just the tip. Load your bag up. This just helps you keep all the mess in the bag, not on the sides. And before I even do it, you want to press from the top down. You don't want to squeeze right in the middle. So it's kind of like the idea of like when you take a bag, the way we were taught is, you take a bag of bread, you hold like kind of in your pinky, like you twist the bread around and then you put the towel in there. It's kind of like the same idea, right? So you hold the bag, you twist around all that pressure and you start working your way down with your hands. I'll show you in a second. So you start from the top, twist it, that pressure works its way down, and then you should be able to just and then whatever design you want to make, it's not going to really matter. And then if you're like me, you get tired of the prettiness, just squeeze a little bit hard, that tip will come out. And then you just come back in here and quickly fill everything up. I don't know if my family has ever looked at my eggs and said, oh my gosh, you didn't decorate them perfectly. Alrighty, once they're done, I've got a little paprika, kind of like a common garnish. You need to adjust for wind. I've done these before with the family and added like sauteed crawfish.
Oh yeah, those were good.
With Cajun seasoning on top. Those are really good. You can do like a country style ham in there. Maybe some bacon, top them off. Really, it's just up to you. And the same thing, you're really just looking to all right, all these are garnished. Super excited. So like on the another video that we're doing, I just did candied bacon, brushed it with 100% maple syrup, and then did brown sugar and then cue that seasoning to die for. So you don't have to do this. This is extra. Just kind of like throw a little piece of bacon in there. You can like dice it up if you want to. Just another way to garnish it. Not a big deal. Pick and choose which one you want. I don't think it's going to matter. As you can tell, there's a couple missing. Lo and behold. The funny thing is, I got to tell you, the funny thing is, we sent my daughter, we have another refrigerator in the garage. We sent her in there to get something for dinner. She comes back in there, Dad, it smells like egg farts. She had no idea this was in there, so. The surprising thing is, there's not much smoke flavor. I would tend to say that it might need a little bit more. However, I don't know if I would like more smoke flavor after eating them. So on the mild scale, it's probably a 2 out of 10. You think it would have picked up more smoke flavor because of the color of the eggs?
Let's see.
But that smoked cream cheese, I was scared to smoke it too long too. Like I didn't want to overpower it. Eggs are very delicate to begin with. You could maybe finish these with like a smoked sea salt. Take a little bit out of the filling. Maybe like a smoked pepper. Smoked paprika. But they are good.
Yep. If you haven't tried putting cream cheese, because that's not a common ingredient, but it is super good. Here, give me that bite.
Smoked deviled eggs from a pellet grill. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Pound the notification button. Show it to your friends. Hey. I'm gonna chow down on these suckers. I still think I like mine with a little jalapeno.
Yeah, that'd be good.